Hello YouTube, it's Chelsea. Today I just wanted to talk about a minor revelation I had recently when I was prepping for Thanksgiving. I love a traditional Thanksgiving, the big turkey. My husband does that, so I don't have to. Mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, the works, and of course pie. Now, this Thanksgiving, I was, as usual, planning on making a pumpkin and an apple pie. Pumpkin because I love pumpkin pie, and Thanksgiving is the only time that I get it, and apple because that's my absolute favorite pie of all time. And I happen to love making it. But this year, I really wasn't feeling it. It was Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I needed to make the pies on Wednesday to free up space in the oven for Thursday for the green bean casserole, the mac and cheese my husband was going to make, and the rolls, of course. So I was going to do the pies ahead, plus you want pumpkin pie to be served already cooled. Anyway, it was Wednesday evening and I was just not in the mood to make pies, but I knew I wanted to eat pies the next day. So I had a bit of a crisis of personhood, I guess. I love to bake and take pride in making especially apple pie from scratch and, doing nothing store-bought. I buy the can of pumpkin. I did make apple pumpkin pie from a pumpkin exactly once, and that was enough. That was a lot of work. I might do it again someday, but not this year. So I was sort of forcing myself to be in the kitchen to make these pies, and I was just like, I just don't want to do it. Why am I doing this? Other than the fact that, I wanted pie, and I had promised other people pie. We had people coming over. So what I did was I gave myself a break. And instead of using a paring knife to peel the apples and to cut, slice, and chop them, whatever, I grabbed a vegetable peeler from my drawer. And I thought this will just make it a little bit easier to peel. And I won't be stressing so much about losing more apple than peel when I'm using the paring knife. And the thing is, I've always prided myself on peeling apples with a paring knife because I can. I know how. It's the way my mom taught me how to peel an apple. And I used to love to stand behind her while she was peeling apples and just grab bits of tart, yummy green apple peel. But on this occasion, I decided to not do it the way that I feel is the proper way to do it, if there's no right way, but just, I don't know, it just feels like this is how you're supposed to do it. But I didn't want to, so I was like, just don't do that. Use a peeler, and it'll be fine, and it was. And when I got done peeling all the apples, and I was ready to start slicing them, I thought, wait a second, I have an apple corer. And, one of those that slices it into 6 neat sections and cores the apple at the same time. I thought, why don't I just use that? That'll make things a lot quicker. So I did, and suddenly I was enjoying myself. And usually I use the same paring knife that I use to peel the apples to slice them and as evenly as I can. I'm not very good at the slicing. But for this pie I was going to dice them into, 1/4-inch chunks anyway. So the evenness didn't super matter. But having them already cut into these 6 beautiful wedges made it then much easier to dice into the 1/4-inch chunks. And hey, look at me, I'm enjoying making my pie now. I didn't think I would. And it occurred to me that with baking, with sewing, and just generally in life, it's okay to both pride yourself on doing a thing the proper or correct or right way, and to also give yourself a break and allow yourself to do it an easier way. Just this once. Just, for this project. Because you're in a hurry or because you're not feeling it or because whatever. It doesn't matter. But, to not expect 100% perfection from yourself behind the scenes when nobody else is going to know or care how you did it. And that was remarkably freeing for me, so I just thought I would share that tiny little revelation moment that allowed me to make my pies without wanting to just collapse in a puddle and stop, because I made my pies and they were delicious. So in conclusion, give yourself a break.